Hey, what's up guys and gals, my name is Rick9G. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm excited today to cover Get Smart. Now, if you're a big fan of Get Smart, you will absolutely enjoy this video because I think you will learn something that you're not aware of. Now, in case you don't know, Get Smart was a show that was created by Mel Brooks, but it was mostly penned and mostly worked on by Buck Henry. Now, it was mostly a satire of a secret agent on TV, and it was pretty unique at the time because it combined the secret agent seriousness of someone like James Bond with a little bit of comedy. Now, it ran between 1965 and 1970 during the Cold War, and you do see this bumbling, underpaid, and a bit over-enthusiastic Agent 86. Now, Maxwell Smart was his name, and he was played by the amazing Don Addams. And he had a bit of an assistant played by Barbara Feldon. She was, of course, Agent 99. Now, I have a couple interesting facts for you. One I'll throw in as a bonus, and the other one, of course, talking about Don Addams and the specific thing that he had to do pretty much every single time he was on screen with Barbara. Now, there was a rumor going around that Agent 99 was originally supposed to be named Agent 69, but the censors at NBC deemed it to be a little bit too suggestive for 1960s audiences. Now, Barbara Feldon pretty much broke a hole through this myth, and she said that this was not true. In fact, her character was originally supposed to be named Agent 100 or 100. And why? Because, well, she was 100%. But Buck Henry, as I mentioned before, the guy who pretty much had the reins of the show, he decided that 99 was a bit more feminine. What do you think about that, guys and gals? Would you agree? Now, the reason why I mention this is because this has a lot to do with Agent 86, of course, played by Don Addams, that is Maxwell Smart. Now, that is that Barbara Feldon was actually 2 inches taller than Don Addams, so that created a bit of a problem for certain scenes on the show. Now, when of course Barbara was not on the show, this wasn't a problem, so they had a little bit of an easy solution. This was very common in Hollywood. This would even be done in westerns, where shorter actors would be put with actresses who were a little bit taller than them, and they would stand in front of special doors that were different sizes to make the actresses look smaller. You would use a giant door, and then you use really tiny doors out of proportion to make a male actor look really tall. But in this case, they didn't have time to do most of that. They made it appear that Addams was taller than Feldon by either standing on a small platform or she would stoop down. You can even see in some scenes that she's a bit hunched over or kind of crouching down a little bit lower than she should be. But again, if you don't really pay attention to it, you may not notice. Also, for most of the run of the show, she was in flat shoes. Yes, Feldon was not really much into high heels in the show. Look at the scenes. Look at many scenes where they are together. She very rarely wore these high heels. So take a look at these 2 images exclusive. First one, of course, you can see Barbara is in a seated position, and then of course Don is hunched over, giving the impression that he's a lot taller and coming down to her. And then this image with the number 99 on the left hand side, Don is standing on a platform to make it appear that he is a bit taller than Barbara. Very interesting, and that is again movie magic. If you like and enjoy these short videos where I tell you about facts, bloopers, and all of these interesting behind the scenes information, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and to subscribe. It's absolutely free and it does help out the channel. We'll see you all next time, guys and gals. Don't let any negativity keep you down. Just keep thinking positively, keep pushing forward, and good things will come. We'll see you next time, and don't forget, be hopeful. Thank you to my Diamond tier patrons, Andrew B, Ricky, and David D. And thank you to every single one of my Patreons where I have exclusive content. Be sure to look in the description below for merchandise, Patreon exclusive content, as well as playlists where you can find other TV shows and sitcoms that I think you'll enjoy. We'll see you all next time.